Everybody, welcome to another CYTLive show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of... What am I creator of? I'm creator of PositiveLifeAffirmations.net. No, I'm just totally in a funk today. Everything's just gone mental. Creator of PositiveLifeAffirmations.net, a program to help you change your beliefs to change your life. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about what to do when you're feeling lost. You know that feeling when you're kind of in a bit of a kind of mode whereby you just don't know where you're going, you're kind of drifting through life and you don't know kind of how to get through it, you've not got a purpose, there's something missing from your life. You know that kind of feeling you get sometimes? And it's about kind of thinking, okay, what do I want to do? What do I need to do with my life? What's my purpose in life? And you're just kind of drifting through, you're not enjoying your job, or just everything seems to be going, I just feel lost. You know that kind of feeling you get? I'm sure a lot of us have felt. I've certainly felt it throughout my life as well. And I wanted to talk about that today because a lot of people are going through that, particularly in business as well. Obviously, I've got the YDF Live show, and a lot of people kind of feel that way in business, but a lot of people feel that way in their own lives as well. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, because I've felt like that kind of lots of times kind of throughout my life. And there's a few things that have helped me when I've got to that stage. And I think one of the first things that would really kind of help is engage with other people. Because usually in the past, what I've tended to do, because I have been in the past, I'm not so much now, a bit of a kind of lone wolf. I like to do everything by myself. Every kind of activity I did was kind of by myself as well. Reading, kind of playing music and kind of doing stuff like that. Just it was a kind of lone type of activity that I was doing. And when I got to those stages whereby I was kind of feeling lost, I knew I had to kind of engage back into the world almost, because I kind of took a step back. This is when I'm in my 20s, I'm talking about, and kind of late teens. So I knew I had to engage with the world again, just to get a grounding for myself, because it can drive you a bit doolally. Sometimes when you kind of feel that lost way, you don't know where you're going, it can lead to kind of a spiral of depression and feeling in that funk, and the kind of hole looks much bigger when you get to the bottom of it, and you just think, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. But if you can catch it early on, that feeling of being lost, and you've been like this for a couple of days or something, then it's time to engage with friends and family. Not to talk to them about how you're feeling, but just to engage with them, be present, be with them, and it takes your mind off what you're thinking. Because ultimately, when we get to that stage, we're really thinking, we're very insular, we're very kind of thinking about ourselves and how we're feeling. And it's very kind of insular, we're closed off, the energy is closed off as well. But when we get back in to engage with the world as well, our energy kind of shifts. There's an energy shift within us. And I keep talking about this energy as a theme that's kind of come up a lot. And it comes up kind of unconsciously. I don't mean to specifically talk about energy, but it seems that's what kind of life is all about. It's all about this energy that we have within us. It's all about the energy that other people have and how we engage and connect with other people at different levels of energy as well. Because we're vibrating at different frequencies. That's really what energy is all about. We're vibrating at different frequencies, and that's why we're attracted to certain people as well, and certain people bring us down because of their lower vibrational energy, and we're attracted to people with a higher vibrational energy because they bring us up. And that's what you're doing when you re-engage with the world. You're connecting with people at higher vibrational energy, because when you're thinking insular, when you're thinking about yourself and you're feeling that kind of lost feeling and you're kind of wandering lost and you don't know where to go, then when you connect with people, you're bringing your energy vibrational level back up to kind of their level. And that's why it's good to engage with friends. As I said, not to talk about how you're feeling. It's not about kind of woe is me and I'm feeling like this, please help me. It's nothing to do with that. It's just to reconnect your energy back into the world again. So that's the first thing to do whenever you kind of get to that stage and you recognize it. And I suppose the trick is about recognizing that stage. And some of us can kind of go on highs and lows kind of every day of the week. 1 minute we're on a high, 1 minute we're on a low. And we have to kind of recognize that and balance it out as well. And ultimately, that's when we'll have the kind of peace of mind, and that's when we'll have that kind of mental balance that we so need in our lives as well. Number 2, I do apologise for this, so I shouldn't have brought the phone in. Number 2, and I know I've mentioned this before and a lot of people don't like it, but stop reading the news, stop watching the news, stop listening to the news, because it brings your energy down, especially if you're feeling in that kind of lost state. Watching the news kind of validates what you've been thinking about yourself and about the world around about you as well. And we've just got to remember, I'm not going to kind of labour the point because I've spoke about it before and you know my kind of feelings on it. If you watch the news, it's extremely disproportionate towards bad news. The news out there is disproportionate, it's just so biased towards bad news because bad news sells, unfortunately. With those kind of shocking headlines that we see in the newspapers, and we see the kind of TV presenters giving the shocking headlines as well, people are drawn to that. It's human nature. But if we can cut that out, especially when we're feeling at that lost stage, that's going to help you so much more. Because if you don't, you just start to think the world is a bad place, and it kind of validates your feelings. So when you stop doing that for 30 days even, try it for 30 days. If you don't believe me that the news really brings your vibrational energy down, trust me, it does. Try and have a news fast for 30 days. Now, a lot of people say, but I can't have a news fast, I need to know what's going on in the world. You don't. Unless you're going to take action on the news that you're hearing on the news, why do you need to know about it? Why do you need to know about a car crash in India? Why do you need to know about something that's happening in France? If you're not going to take action on it, and you're not going to volunteer or anything like that, and most of us are not going to do that, why watch the news? We know shit happens in the world. We know there's murderers out there, we know there's bad people out there, but when you watch the news, you think the world is full of people like that, when it's not. It's only 0.1% of the world are like that, probably less than that as well, but it's the news that focuses on that 0.1%. They don't focus on the 99.9% of the positive kind of world out there. So stop watching the news for 30 days. I know it's kind of controversial. A lot of people say you need to watch the news. I've never done it, I don't know, the last 15 years. And what you're going to get is your friends will tell you the news. They'll give you a digest of the news anyway, of the stuff that you really need to know that's happening in your local area, for example. So stop watching the news for 30 days, particularly if you're feeling that kind of lost stage. Number 3 is do something for other people. Think about how you could help your family. Think about how you could help your friends in some way. Because again, that takes your mind off what you're doing and it brings your energy back up. Because when you're in that giving mode, your energy is also kind of at a higher level because you're in a giving kind of mental state. And when you're in that mode, it's difficult to feel down when you're helping other people. So even volunteering, for example, if you want to volunteer as well, the local charity shop or local call helpline centre, kind of do something like that. That really helps you kind of take the mind and take your mind off yourself and being kind of insular and helping other people. Again, it raises your energy, lifts your vibrational energy much, much higher when you're helping other people. So volunteering or helping other people, helping your friends, helping your family, do something is going to take you out of that kind of state of mind when you're feeling lost. Number 4, and again I've talked about this as well, and this is kind of converse to kind of watching the news. It's about reading kind of books, positive books, not just positive thinking books, but kind of stories of positivity, stories of hope, watching kind of YouTube kind of stories like that, as well, watching movies, watching comedies can even lift your vibrational energy as well. And in fact it does. If you're kind of watching comedies and you're kind of laughing, you can't help but raise your vibrational energy. So that's a big thing you can do as well. Read, kind of watch positive stuff online. And again, it's not just about positive thinking. You know shit goes on in the world. It's just when you're in this kind of stage that you're at just now where you're feeling a wee bit lost. So start doing that as soon as you recognise it. Get out of that funk and just go for it. Read. I think reading's brilliant. Watching kind of YouTube videos as well, and watching kind of TV comedies and stuff like that as well is good. But my preference is to read positive stories and kind of inspirational stories as well. Or even just reading to kind of engage your mind as well. But reading personal development kind of stuff is really, really good for you as well. And another thing is to kind of take one step towards the goals that you have. Take one step more towards the goals you have. So what you're doing here, when you're taking one step more towards the goals that you have, everybody's got goals in their life, no matter if they act on them or not. But if you have a goal in your life and you're not doing anything about it, but it's still in the back of your mind, what you can do to get out of that lost feeling is take one more step towards that goal. Then the next day take another step. Then the next day take another step towards that goal. So we all should have these kind of goals and intentions that we want to happen in our lives. And if we can start taking action, then it's almost like that little snowball that's at the top of the hill, and it just rolls down a tiny wee bit, a tiny wee bit the next day, a tiny wee bit, and it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger, and it's gathering momentum right down the bottom of the hill. And pretty soon you'll not feel lost anymore. You know exactly where you're going. That kind of snowball is just huge just now, and you just gather momentum, and you reach your one goal, then you reach your second goal, then the third goal, and you just get that huge momentum in your life. So take one step towards your goals every single day, particularly when you're feeling at that lost kind of stage as well. I'm just going to see if we've got any comments here. We're stuck just now again. Facebook's just froze. So I'm just going to unfreeze it. Where are we? Maybe not. That looks like Facebook is frozen, so I can't see your comments. I'll try and get back onto it if you just bear with me a wee second. I kind of got a wee bit lost here. I don't know how long I've been talking. One wee sec, I'm just going to get back onto the page. It's a pain in the arse when Facebook does this, but nothing we can do. We just go on with it and just keep going, and hopefully you're going to stick with me while I try and get this sorted. Dave Moore is in the house. Dave, great talking to you yesterday. I had a few kind of insights yesterday. I spoke about it on the YDF live show. After kind of you talking, it was about kind of leaps of faith and leaps of faith within ourselves. So it was really great talking to you yesterday. I know you didn't specifically talk about that, but it was great yesterday. I really enjoyed talking to you. So Dave Moore is saying, take some action, however small, towards your objective every day. And I think that's really important, especially if you're feeling at that lost stage. But even if you're not, we should be doing that anyway, but we do it more naturally when we're not feeling in that lost state, when we're feeling positive and we've got a lot of energy, and our vibrational energy is much higher anyway. So yeah, taking positive action every day towards our goals and what we visualise for kind of our lives as well. I know we spoke about this yesterday, Dave, as well, about taking action. And I think you said 60% of the word attraction in the law of attraction is action. And that's what we need to do. Take action in our lives. Anna Gabriela Derbez, Stephen, how about dreaming about what we want? Dreaming is just that. It's dreaming. It's great to visualise. So I wouldn't say dreaming. Dreaming kind of conjures up images of, it's just a wish. It's just wishful thinking. But when you visualise and you can actually get into the feelings of that, then you're more than likely to take more action than just kind of daydreaming. It's great to have daydreams and you can just kind of float away on that reverie and just kind of feel relaxed and just kind of daydream about what might happen in the future. But if you visualise what you want to happen in the future and you see yourself and you feel yourself kind of there and you can feel all the feelings associated with that goal, then you're more than likely to take more action to get to that kind of end goal or that end visualization that you're looking for. So dreaming is good for relaxation, but it's not going to get you anywhere. But to get out of that kind of lost feeling, I would take action, actually take physical action and do something rather than non-action. It's always going to be much better than kind of just thinking about it or dreaming about it. Dave Moore, great to talk to you too, Stephen. Looking forward to Scotland. It's going to be amazing. So Dave is going to, I mentioned on the YDF live show, Dave is going to be one of the speakers at YDF Scotland. And it's a business / kind of personal growth summit that we've got going on at YDF Scotland. So that's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm just speaking to all the speakers this week. And I spoke to Dave Moore, Ben Saltzman yesterday as well, and John Kim. So John Kim and Ben Saltzman. Dave Moore's coming over, and we've got Maria Flynn's going to be speaking as well. So it's going to be great. I can't wait for YDF Scotland. It's going to be absolutely amazing. A goal is just a dream unless you act on it. Exactly. And that's what I was saying to the previous one. So that's from Dave Moore as well. A goal literally is just a dream unless you act on it. And it's good, as I said, to kind of daydream about things. but it's better to visualize and really kind of want that goal and have that, set that intention, and then take action towards it as well. Dorothy Billing, yes, I work and money goes into my savings towards my goal. My future plan I look forward to. It keeps me going as a 4-year goal. Excellent. Excellent. So you sound as if you've just got specific there, Dorothy. You know exactly what you're doing. You've got a timeline for it. So it's almost like a SMART goal you've got. Specific, measurable, and you're taking action on it as well. So that's great that you've got that as well. Gina Sendef is saying, yay, Maria, congrats. Yeah, we didn't really announce that just now, Gina, so we've not kind of announced that just now, but I'm working, I want to speak to the other speakers as well. We've got a new announcement as well coming out about the actual venue of YDF Scotland as well, and it's just going to be something else. I can't wait for it. I'll just see, comments are sticking again, 1 wee sec. Nicole Castle, thank you so much. Was just going to say I only like to watch comedies when feeling this way. How do you take your mind away from feeling lost when you are... Right, shit, missed that. When you are busy but can't shake the feeling. It's about doing something different, Nicole. If you're doing something and you can't shake that feeling of being lost, do something different that's going to change your energy, because although you're keeping busy, so it might be you're doing the vacuuming, for example, or the hoovering. We call it hoovering over here. So if you're doing a hoovering in the house and you're still thinking about that and you're still feeling that lost stage, obviously that's not helping you. So go do something different, something physically different. And I said, like volunteer or go and meet with friends. Even if you don't feel like it, they will still lift your energy up. So your kind of vibration will kind of be lifted with their energy as well. So do something different if you're still feeling like that while you're kind of being busy as well. Because if you truly are really busy, you can't really think about yourself, because you should be focused on the task at hand. So it means when you are busy, you're not focused on the task at hand. It's just something that you don't really need to think about, like washing dishes, kind of vacuuming, or doing the housework, or kind of going out a walk or something like that. You don't really have to think too much about that. So we want to re-engage your brain in a different way. That's really what you're looking to do. So I hope that helps. Okay, I'll just see if there's any more comments here. Gina Sende, vision helps us with discernment and making decisions that support your vision. Exactly, yeah. So you have to discern exactly what's going to be the right thing for you to do as well. So I think that's a really good point, Gina, as well. And you have to make decisions that support your vision as well. So I think that's a really good point. You have to kind of say to yourself, kind of, okay, this is what my vision is. These are the kind of steps I need to take, and you have to kind of take action towards them kind of all the time. So I think that's a really good point there. Dave Moore is saying, as a West Ham United supporter, I know about dreams and missed goals. I'll bet you do. I'm not going to say anything there. Okay, I'll just see if we've got another couple of more comments just now. And I think because of that comment, or the kind of conversation yesterday, Dave, and I said I was speaking about it on the YDF live show, I've realised I've not been, the goals I've had, or the vision I've had for myself, has kind of been stuck at one level. Because it was such a big level that I got to, that I still had the same thinking. And I want to now get to the next level, kind of for myself and for the business and for kind of my family and everything else as well. And that was the kind of realisation I had when I was talking to you yesterday. And it's these kind of leaps of faith that you need to take within yourself. That's what I was talking about earlier on. And it was just such a big realisation that I thought this morning, right, I need to give myself a kick up the arse. I need to get to the next level. And I can't do that with the same level of thinking I've got just now. I've got to have a different level of thinking. And I think once I've opened my mind up to another level, that there is actually another level that exists, then it kind of automatically propels you over to the next leap, and then you have to start taking action on that. So it's quite a big realisation. It was quite a big aha moment for me yesterday. So that was a really good, productive talk. I know we were talking about YDF Scotland, but it was really productive from my point of view as well. Gina saying if that's 2017 levelling up. Gina, I'll need to get back to you very soon actually, because I want that reading from you, just to see. Well, I want the reading anyway. I was going to kind of thought about it the other day, and I thought I need to write to Gina about that reading. So if you don't know, Gina Sendev does kind of angel card readings. Well, it's not, for me, it's not just about the angel card readings. It's about other kind of things that go on with that as well. So I'll need to get that organised as well, Gina. So with that, I'm going to see, there's still more comments coming through just now. Nagla El Huzian, what about prayers? Prayers is just a prayer. Prayer is really, to me, if I'm being really honest, and I know you're not going to agree with this and you're going to get pissed off, a prayer is just a wish. You're giving your power away to somebody else or something else outside of yourself when you pray. That's essentially what you're doing. A prayer's not going to help you take action to get towards your goals. A prayer's not going to help you take action to get out of that kind of lost feeling you're in just now. So really a prayer, while it may make you feel good, it may make you, whatever religion you have, it doesn't matter. Personally, it's nothing. I don't believe in religions. I kind of pull from all different religions and kind of have my own thoughts on things. But if it helps you, it's good, but it's not going to help you take action. It's not going to help you get out of that lost feeling either. So a prayer is almost like a wish without actually taking any action. That's how I see it. I know you probably won't agree with me. A lot of you won't agree with me and you'll get pissed off with saying that, but that's how I see it. So I don't see the kind of, it's good for your faith. If you pray, you can pray every minute of the day, it's cool, not a problem at all. But for you to get out of the funk, for you to start taking action, for you to reach your goals, prayer's not going to do any good. It's just a wish without taking action. John Monda Perrine, what about therapy? Of course, yeah, you're taking action there. So what you're doing is you're taking action. You're going to a therapist and you're getting a different level of energy. You're engaging in a different physical activity. You're engaging your mind because somebody else is asking you questions. You have to think about it, and you're not constantly thinking about that kind of lost feeling as well. So therapy is kind of going to work as well. But you can be your own therapist as well. You're probably your best therapist by asking yourself the right questions. Because most of us don't ask the right questions. We ask crappy questions to ourselves. Like, why do I always feel like this? Why does shit always happen to me? That's shit questions, to be honest. If you ask yourself those questions all the time, your brain and your subconscious mind is going to give you an answer that you're not going to like. So you have to ask yourself better questions, forward-thinking questions. Okay, how can I do this better? So that's a forward-thinking question. It's a question that kind of looks into the future. It's a question that engages the subconscious mind. It's not a question that says to the subconscious mind, tell me why I'm so shit. Tell me why I feel so bad about myself. Because your subconscious mind is going to tell you, it's going to look at all the past evidence where you felt really shit and it's going to dredge all that back up again. Whereby if you ask forward-thinking questions, your brain is going to be engaged and start looking out for things. It'll start to kind of activate the reticular activating system of your brain, which is a part of your brain that kind of recognizes things. You know, when you buy a new car, sorry, I'm talking really fast here. When you buy a new car, and just say it's a brand new Ford, and you start to see these Fords everywhere, even you see the corner of the kind of light or the back of it, you recognize it straight away. That is your reticular activating system kind of in play. That's a part of your brain that kind of does that. So that's what's going to happen as well. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of lost my train of thought there. I got kind of excited there, but what was I talking about? You kind of know what I was talking about anyway. So that was that. Oh shit, that's going to bug me now. I had about 3 different trains of thought. Questions, that was it. As well the questions. So yeah. Okay, with that, I'm going to leave it there just now. I hope that was kind of useful in some way for you. And I bid you a kind of brilliant day, whatever you're going to be doing today. And until tomorrow, namaste. Take care. Bye now.